North Korea is ruled not by a man, but by a specter. Kim Jong Un is not just a man. He is a system, a machine of fear. Here is the truth about Kim Jong Un, not the side that is shown, but the side that is hidden. 1. North Korea's secret heir. Is Kim Jong Un's daughter really the successor to the throne? In November 2022, while North Korea's ballistic missile test made headlines around the world, a completely different detail stole the show. Kim Jong Un appeared in public with his young daughter, Kim Jong-un, for the first time. This child, walking in front of the cameras holding her father's hand, instantly planted a question in the minds of millions. Is she North Korea's future? State media initially introduced her as the beloved daughter. But soon her title changed. She was now referred to as the respected daughter. This was not just a play on words. In North Korean history, the title respected had only been given to the country's leaders. So the message was clear: this girl is no ordinary child. She is the continuation of the dynasty. Kim Jong-un, who is only 10 or 11 years old, may appear to be an innocent child when viewed from the outside. But the message conveyed through her was as powerful as a challenge to the world. According to experts, this scene was much more than a father introducing his daughter. It was the announcement of North Korea's future leader. Today, everyone is asking the same question. Is Kim Jong-un truly the heir to the throne, or is she merely a pawn in a grand propaganda game orchestrated by her father? We don't know the answer. But what we do know is this: in North Korea, the shadow of the future now falls upon a little girl. 2. Crying when the cameras roll. Kim Jong-un's fake tears. Moments when Kim Jong-un tries to appear emotional in front of the public are among the regime's most carefully crafted propaganda scenarios. The most striking example occurred during the military parade on October 10, 2020. Jong-un, who maintained a stern demeanor throughout the parade, suddenly began to tremble and wipe away tears during his speech. He said, "I have not been able to protect my people enough, I am very sorry," and bowed to the crowd to apologize. State media broadcast these moments repeatedly. However, foreign intelligence and psychology experts stated that this emotional outburst was not spontaneous but entirely planned. That year, North Korea was experiencing a major internal crisis due to the pandemic, floods, and increasing food shortages. The purpose of these images was to appease the public's anger and present the leader as a figure who feels the pain of the people. Kim Jong-un's tears were not the product of a conscience, but of political calculations. The entire structure of the regime functions like a fake theater stage shaped by the leader's emotions. When the people cry, he cries. When the people rejoice, he smiles. But when the curtain falls, everything remains the same behind the scenes: oppression, fear, and control. 3. Inside the iron armor. Kim Jong-un's bulletproof train. The mode of transportation Kim Jong-un prefers over airplanes for his foreign trips is no ordinary train. It is a mobile command center equipped with bulletproof armor and resistant to bomb effects. First developed during the Kim Il-sung era for North Korean leaders, this special train was further developed by Kim Jong-il. Now, Kim Jong-un uses his own version. The exterior of the train looks gray and simple, but the interior is completely luxurious and built for security. Each trip of the train is prepared with meticulous planning. Hundreds of soldiers are deployed along the rail line, signal jammers are activated, and the route is completely closed to civilian traffic. Inside, there is a conference room, an armored communications room, a special dining area, and even sleeper suites. Before the journey, 2 more trains are sent on the same route, one as a decoy, the other for technical checks. Kim Jong-un's train never leaves on time. Every step is designed to be unpredictable. The train is not only secure, but also symbolizes the regime's psychological power. The fact that a leader who never leaves North Korea's borders travels abroad as if inside a fortress is a concrete manifestation of his distrust and paranoia toward the world. 4. The Dictator's Glass Palace. Kim Jong-un's secret life of luxury. While the North Korean people have been struggling for years with food shortages, power outages, and a life isolated from the outside world, the country's leader, Kim Jong-un, lives in a completely different reality. His life has become a symbol not only of elitism but also of unrestrained luxury and extravagant waste. According to 2013 intelligence reports from South Korea, Kim Jong-un's annual personal expenditures exceed $600 million. These expenses include French wines, Italian designer furniture, special imported cigar collections, and watches worth millions of dollars. His more than 17 secret palace complexes are equipped with technology and amenities that the North Korean people will never see. These include shelters connected by underground tunnels, massive private movie theaters, golf courses, and special menus prepared by foreign chefs. For example, the Seaside Palace in Wonsan has a port that can only be reached by a special underwater tunnel. Kim Jong Un's luxurious lifestyle is not only for personal gratification, it is also a means of demonstrating his power and inaccessibility. 5. The Kingdom of the Seas. Kim Jong Un's $60 million super yacht. While the North Korean people struggle with hunger every year, Kim Jong Un's super yacht starkly illustrates how disconnected he is from reality. This ultra-luxurious German-made yacht is worth approximately $60 million. Its existence has been confirmed by satellite images, and its interior design makes it resemble a floating palace. It features a swimming pool, spa center, cinema, private kitchens, meeting rooms, and even a helipad. The yacht is usually seen anchored off the coast of Wonsan. Only high-ranking regime officials are allowed to enter this area. Kim Jong Un uses this yacht not only for transportation, but also for secret meetings and luxury parties. In a country where access to Western products is prohibited, this yacht is equipped with European wines, imported food, and foreign entertainment systems. According to South Korean intelligence reports, the yacht even has special security rooms, escape tunnels, and a section connected to a submarine. 6. Brotherly murder. The truth behind the Kim Jong-nam assassination. On February 13, 2017, a political murder that would go down in world history was committed at Kuala Lumpur International Airport in Malaysia. Kim Jong-un's half-brother, Kim Jong-nam, was waiting in the terminal in the morning when two women approached him. One of the women smiled to distract him, while the other used a handkerchief to apply VX nerve agent to Jong-nam's face. Within seconds, Jong-nam began to suffocate and died within 20 minutes. VX is classified as a chemical weapon, and just a few drops are enough to kill a person. Malaysian police quickly apprehended the attackers. The women claimed they were told they were filming a prank show. However, camera footage showed that the attack was planned and organized by trained individuals. After the incident, South Korean intelligence revealed that the assassination order came directly from Kim Jong Un. Kim Jong-nam had been seen as a potential alternative leader, protected by China for years. He was perceived as a threat by the North Korean regime, particularly due to his reformist statements. If even his brother is a potential threat to Kim Jong-un, then no one is safe. 7. The Castle in the Sky. Kim Jong-un's private jet. The aircraft Kim Jong-un uses for international travel is no ordinary presidential plane. It is a modified special version of the Soviet-made Ilyushin IL-62M model. Although it looks like an old passenger plane from the outside, the interior is covered from top to bottom with armored compartments, security systems, and ultra-luxurious equipment. The plane has special communication centers, meeting rooms, a bedroom and anti-bug, eavesdropping prevention systems. Kim Jong-un's obsession with security is reflected in the aircraft. The flight route is never announced in advance. In fact, in 2018, when traveling to the Trump summit in Singapore, a Boeing 747 belonging to Air China was used instead of this aircraft. Why? He doesn't even fully trust his own plane. 3 different planes took off at the same time, one with a fake route, one as a backup, and one real. Only his closest security team knew which plane he was on. This plane is not just a means of transportation for him, it is a castle in the sky. Just like his armored train, this flying structure is an extension of Kim Jong-un's paranoid security protocols. 8. Even his real name was fake, his secret student years in Switzerland. Kim Jong-un's past is as mysterious and controlled as he is today. Between 1996 and 2000, he studied in Bern, Switzerland, under a false identity. His name was listed as Pak Un in the records. The date of birth on the ID was fake, and instead of North Korean nationality, it stated Korean with a diplomatic passport. His teachers and friends at the private school where he studied did not know he was the son of the North Korean leader. Officially, he was introduced as the child of an employee at the North Korean embassy. Witnesses say he was a withdrawn child who struggled with English but was obsessed with basketball. His favorite player was Michael Jordan. He ate alone and had virtually no friends. However, there was one striking detail. He was always accompanied by an older guardian who stood by him like a shadow. This man, whose identity was unknown, would wait outside the classroom even while the boy was studying. This period was the only time Kim Jong-un observed the West but could not connect with it. Perhaps his current distrust and hostility toward the West took root during those lonely years. He saw the outside world but could not belong to it. 9. The Dictator's Armor. Kim Jong Un's loyalty-forged bodyguard army. Kim Jong Un's entourage is not merely a security detail, it is a living security wall. The team protecting him is not made up of ordinary bodyguards, but of soldiers who have been specially trained for years, whose families have been vetted by the state, and whose loyalty has been tested. At the core of this system is an elite unit called the Escort Command. This structure, numbering approximately 120,000, is tasked with protecting not only the leader but also the continuity of the regime. However, only a few dozen of them are physically present in Kim Jong Un's daily life. This select group is specially trained not only against physical threats but also against poisoning, electronic surveillance, and even internal sabotage. Kim Jong Un's meals are first tested by this team. The rooms he sleeps in, the furniture he uses, the water he drinks, all undergo multiple security checks. Things get even more complicated during trips. The route he will take is divided into 3 different routes. No driver knows the leader's exact plan. Even within the convoy, it is kept unclear which vehicle Kim is in. The scene witnessed at the 2018 Singapore summit received extensive coverage in the global media. 12 black-suited bodyguards ran alongside Kim's armored Mercedes. This image was not merely a spectacle, it was also a display of discipline and a message. These bodyguards protect not the leader, but the legend he has created. They symbolize both Kim Jong Un's physical security and the regime's absolute authority based on fear. Because this man is as strong as the security wall he has built around himself. And he knows very well that if that wall cracks one day, the regime will crack too. 10. Looking in the mirror is like a prohibition, mandatory haircuts. In North Korea, even hair has become a tool of obedience. It is forbidden for anyone in the country to get their hair cut as they wish. There are official hairstyles approved by the state. There are 18 different styles for women and 10 for men. However, one style stands out for men: Kim Jong Un's haircut. This style, with shaved sides and thick hair on top, has become a style that is imposed, not recommended by the regime. In 2015, it was leaked that Kim Jong Un style haircuts had become mandatory among university students. Hair models are displayed in barbershops under portraits of the leader. People are forced to choose one of these models. Those who try different styles are either questioned or punished on the grounds of capitalist imitation. However, the issue here is not just about hair. It is a method of erasing identity. It is about preventing the possibility of individuality, transforming society into a mass of uniform individuals. The same hair, the same clothes, the same mindset. Everyone should resemble the leader, but no one should be as powerful as him.